Hey, hey DIY guys. This is a video on installing a washer and dryer yourself. It's a basic video on the steps you need to take and the material and the tools you need to take. You know how to do some plumbing, how to do a little electrical, the drain, and the exhaust for the dryer. Um, this washer and dryer is coming from the basement upstairs, which I've already done. I brought it upstairs, and I've started a little bit of it. So without a delay, let's get started. Hey guys, this your DIY guy 65 Davis. Hey guys, this is okay. So this is the I had the lights down. Okay, so we're gonna go in here and install this washer and dryer. We're gonna do the drain, the leads, the hot and cold hot water, and the electrical for both the washer and the dryer. The washer and dryer is coming from the basement up to the first floor, and the water lines are going to be led from the bathroom, which is right next to the laundry room, over, and I'm gonna use the same wires for the electrical from the basement. I'm just gonna lead them up through this hole that I drilled up to the first level, and we'll be finished. So let's go in here and install it. We'll start with the plumbing. I already started some. I explained what I did, and I did the drain already. I'll explain what I did. See you in there. Okay, um, this is what happened. This is the washer and dryer that I'm installing. They was down in the basement. I brought them upstairs. I disconnected them and brought them upstairs. So first I did the drain. Uh, Here's where the drain is going, right there. I cut a hole through the floor after my measurements and put it where I wanted to put it, knew where I wanted to put it, all of that, and drilled a hole there and connected it to the drain that was already downstairs for the washer. I'm gonna show you what I did. That second hole right there is gonna be the hole for the wires that I'm gonna bring up. Initially, it was a hole I drilled a long time ago uh, when I had something else up here. But I'm gonna use that hole for the electrical. There's the drain. Already cut to height. I measure how high I wanted it and all of that from the wall and all of that that I was gonna do, and then drilled the hole. Let's go see what I did. I drilled. Okay, you're not gonna be able to see this real clearly, but the drain right there, going upstairs, I put an elbow to that other one, and then another elbow to lead to the drain that the previous drain. The washer was right here, the dryer was right there. Uh, you might not be able to see up here. I had to disconnect some wires, a line, and at any rate, Hooked up the drain. Kind of easy, no problem. This is what we're going to do. We're going to drill a hole, 2 holes on each side of that drain coming through that wall, which is on the other side is the bathroom, and 2 lines that I could use. I'm going to cut 2 holes through there, put some PVC through there, 2 1/2-inch lead lines, and connect my shut-off valves to those. The same shut-off valves I use downstairs, I'm going to use those same ones upstairs. And then connect it. Bring my wires through the bottom down there, put them up here, connect them. Adjust the washer and dryer. Done. Let's go see what we need to do that. Okay, this is on the other side of that wall. There's the 2 lines right there. I've already measured how high I want them, and obviously I want them right there. You see where I drilled that hole at? Right behind that line, so they can go straight through. Put put 2 T's on here, 2 T fittings, right where that line is at. That way I can have a line going in there. So all I have to do is cut here, put a T here and a T there, glue it, put my line through these holes. Done on this side. Of course, I'm going to cut off the water before I get started on the cutting. So I'm going to drill this other hole to the hot water line on the right side here, and put my lines through there, put my T's on there, put my lines through, goes back to the other side. So let's do the holes real quick. Okay, I drilled my holes, one right there, and I put the 1/2-inch PVC pipe through those holes to go to the other side. I used a 3/4 inch drill bit, the long daddy one. See how long that is? To go all the way through the wall to the other side. Since it's a 1/2-inch pipe, I use a 3/4 inch drill bit so it'll get through there good. Now I'm gonna get the T's. I'm gonna cut that and put the T's in there and connect them. Okay, I have everything we need in order to finish this job. I got 2 of these T's that's going to connect the wall through the wall PVC pipe. 2 T's. I got 2 couplings. The couplings are going to connect the lines to the shut-off valves on the other side. I got the 2 shut-off valves that was downstairs. Hot, cold. I got a couple of wrenches to use. We're going to need those. I got the glue and the primer. The glue and the primer. You got to have both or it won't work. They do have glue and primer together in one can to use. I like to use the purple because you could tell when you clean it and every connection that's done. I got a PVC pipe cutter. If you don't have a PVC pipe cutter, you can use any kind of saw to cut this PVC. Some brushes if you want to brush your hair while you're doing it. Okay, so we're finna connect the 2 T's to the lines that's going into the wall. Let's do that. This will actually work in water also. If there's some water on there, still do it, it'll work. Get it clean. Go. Glue it together. Do both the one in there, one in there. Do one part at a time. Get it down there and turn it a little bit. I'm trying to get it even with that. The other part. Now make sure it go all the way in there to that lip that's in there. You do that. That look like it's a little high there, but that can go up a little bit. All the way on there, good, nice and tight. Let's do the other one. See how easier that pipe cutter make it. Don't look like that one was clean. This side right here. That's why I like the purple, because you can see if you cleaned it or not when you got the purple. Okay, we got the the T's on there glued. I had to raise that other hole because I did it too low, and it took me a minute to, with that 3/4 inch, to get it up, but I got that up, let it through the other wall. So now we're gonna go to the other side and connect the shut-off valves. Let's go do that. Okay, so now we have our drain and we have our 2 leads to the hot and cold water for the washer. So now we have to just hook up the shut-off valves to those 2, and then we can go on to the electrical. Let's do that. You can put that any way you want to. I'm just putting it that way because my washer on this side, so they can come that way. You know, it should be probably even downward. I thought about it at the last second. Oh, that's too long. That's too long. I kind of wanted it right there. Measurements, do all that, but at any rate, it'll be good enough. So there go the shutoff valves. I'm gonna hook those lines to them while they drying. Be done with that part. Put some thread tape on here. They say it ain't necessary because it's PVC, but this assure that you don't get no leaks. If it was metal, for sure you got to put it on there. But I put it on these anyway. In order to you over tighten it, you'll strip it and it'll leak. Just keep doing it. You'll feel that how tight you should after so long doing it. You'll feel how tight you should put it, you know, without stripping it and without getting a leak at the same time. So basically, we're done with the plumbing and the drain as well. There it is. The washer gonna go there, the dryer gonna go here. So now let's do the electrical. No, let's turn on the water and test what we got first. Okay, I turned on the water. Let's check for leaks. None. No leaks. So we're doing the electrical on this washer and dryer installation. We already did the plumbing, came out fine, no leaks, everything is fine. At the drain, we did that. The electrical, you know what, I was going to run it through that hole that I was talking about before, but it was a hole big enough under the hot water lead to come through there from the box, so I just ran it through there real quick. What I'm going to do is, because I need a plug for the washer, I'm going to install this plug right here, and I'm going to install this plug for the dryer, and we'll be set. I'm going to do it all on that one line that's going to the dryer. It's a 220, so I'm going to split that 220. I'm going to split the 220 into 110 for this, for the washer. Then I'm going to run it back out, and I'm going to run the whole 220 over for the dryer. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to split that wire that's coming out of there. You see that wire right there? And I'm going to split it. I'm going to take one hot wire and I'm going to run it to this plug. And I'm going to take one ground wire out of there and run it to this plug. Then the part that I cut that's going on the other side, I'm going to run that also to this plug to get power back to that wire. So that still a 220 will be running over here. By the time I get over here, I'll have 220. I'll show you what I'm doing. But really this is for an electrician, somebody who know what they're doing. I've been doing it for a long time, but I'm going to show you anyway, just doing it yourself. Uh, if you get electrocuted, oh, okay. Anyway, let's do it. Oh, the tools that I need to do this. I got a couple of tools. I got some wire cutters, some needle nose pliers, some bigger wire cutters because that's a 220. It's a thick wire. Razor, wire stripper, the old Phillips and straight head standard screwdriver. A drill that's corded. You could use it, obviously, uh, battery powered cordless drill. I still using this sometime. All out of my handy electrical box. Quick. And so I figured out where I need to cut these wires. Um, I figured out how much wire I need to take up in here and bring out a little bit so I can connect this wire to the receptacle. Then I needed enough so I can connect the other wire to the receptacle like we was talking earlier, and then still go over here to this dryer plug. Okay, so I got the wires ran through there. Okay, that one's hooked up. Let's go on and hook up this other one. And once we hook that up, we can turn on the power, see if we're going to blow something or not. In order to find out where the dryer exhaust hole is going to go, what I did is, see if I can get some light down there. Right there, you see a mark on the side of the dryer right there. I put the dryer in place. I took my marker up beside the dryer to show the end where the dryer going to be at. So that once I pull the dryer back out, when I pull the dryer out, then I'll measure where the center of the hole at from the dryer and then put it over to the wall and go from there. We'll see if that works. So I measured the length of the dryer, which is 28 inches, and went half of that because that thing is right in the middle. I went half of that, which is 14 inches, which marked the center of this thing. Then I measured up to the center of that, which is 5 inches. So I transferred that over to where, over here. Remember, I marked that where the dryer going to be at, which is that line. I measured over 14 inches. Bam. Mark my center. I measured up 5 inches. Bam. Marked it right there. Crossed it. Then I took the diameter of that pipe, I put it up to there and went around it. That ain't totally centered, but I'll cut it just right so that the thing go right through there. So when I put that up there, we should be done. All right, so it look like I'm almost there. So now all I have to do is take that vent and put it on this pipe. After I cut the pipe length, put it on this pipe, put it on the dryer. Done with the vent part. And all right, so all I have to do is put a strap band on there, some duct tape to make it seal. Done. Guys, your tools. We done hooked up the water lines, did the drains, did the power, did the exhaust. I hooked up the power in the breaker box. Let's see if it's gonna work or we're gonna have some sparks going on. Just a second. Okay, I didn't have the water on in the washer power. So successful. So now the next video is going to be on painting the washer and dryer. I got some paint right there. I'm gonna get 2 more cans of this green, and I'm gonna paint it. Okay, I might as well go on and throw a load of clothes in the washer. Make sure everything going. Put that on medium. Let me put it on large. Going good. We'll see what happens.